Eyewitnesses have reported that the UFO drones are back and they were seen above Washington, D.C. Reports of glowing orbs hovering above Washington, D.C. have surfaced once again, with hundreds of eyewitnesses claiming to have seen the mysterious lights on the evening of March 6th. Many described the orbs as three bright lights arranged in a triangular formation, appearing to hover silently in the night sky. This unusual sighting has led to widespread speculation, with some suggesting that the infamous UFO drones, which have been reported in the area in previous years, have returned. As the news spread, social media quickly became flooded with posts from individuals who claimed to have seen the orbs but were unable to record them. Some explained that they had been driving at the time, while others stated that the objects disappeared too quickly for them to capture clear footage. Despite the lack of substantial video evidence, the sheer number of eyewitness reports has made it difficult to dismiss the event as a mere illusion or misidentified aircraft. What makes this sighting particularly intriguing is Washington D.C. strict airspace regulations. The Federal Aviation Administration enforces some of the tightest flight restrictions in the country over the capital, prohibiting unauthorized drones, aircraft, or any other unidentified flying objects. This has led many to question what exactly these glowing orbs could be, as their presence directly contradicts standard airspace security measures. Some have speculated that they might be advanced military technology, while others have suggested they could be extraterrestrial in origin. This is not the first time such reports have emerged. Washington, D.C. has been the site of several high-profile UFO sightings over the decades, including the famous 1952 Washington UFO incident, where multiple unidentified flying objects were tracked by radar and witnessed by numerous credible sources, including military personnel. The recent sighting has drawn comparisons to that historical event, reigniting discussions about the presence of unidentified aerial phenomena over restricted airspace. The lack of an official explanation has only fueled the mystery further. Some believe that government agencies may already have an answer but are withholding information from the public. Others argue that these sightings are part of an ongoing pattern of unexplained aerial activity, possibly linked to secret projects or surveillance technology. Ex-Navy Admiral says that non-human intelligence is hiding in the world's oceans. Former Rear Admiral of the United States Navy, Tim Gallaudet, has made a startling revelation, asserting that we are in contact with non-human intelligence. His statements align with those of UFO whistleblowers like David Grush, who claim that the government is engaged in covert operations to retrieve and study non-human entities. Gallaudet, who has an extensive background in oceanography and has held several high-ranking positions within the US Department of Commerce, believes that the time has come to disclose this reality to the public. In a recent interview, Gallaudet expressed his confidence in the credibility of those who have come forward to reveal the existence of unidentified aerial phenomena and non-human intelligence. He emphasized that secrecy has been maintained around these encounters due to the significant military advantage that could be gained from harnessing such advanced technology. Understanding and potentially utilizing this technology is a matter of national security, making it a priority for military and intelligence agencies to keep such knowledge classified. Gallaudet explained that while full disclosure of the recovered technology is not feasible at this time, it is crucial for the public to be aware of the reality of our interactions with non-human intelligence. He believes that providing a broad overview of the situation without compromising the specifics of the technology involved is the best approach. The Admiral's statements suggest that there is an intentional effort to slowly introduce this information to the public while ensuring that any technological advantages remain safeguarded. He also addressed the nature of the unidentified flying objects that have been frequently reported. According to him, these objects are indeed of non-human origin, equipped with technology that surpasses human understanding. The motives behind these encounters remain uncertain, adding another layer of mystery to the phenomenon. This acknowledgement by a high-ranking military official lends further credibility to the growing body of evidence suggesting that humanity is not alone. Gallaudet's career in oceanography and atmospheric sciences makes his perspective particularly intriguing. As the former Assistant Secretary of Commerce for Oceans and Atmosphere and Acting Administrator of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, he has extensive experience in analyzing environmental data and studying unexplained anomalies. His background suggests that he may have encountered unexplained phenomena firsthand, particularly in marine environments, where many reports of unidentified submerged objects have surfaced. During his time in the Navy, he claims to have encountered video evidence of unidentified flying objects that defy known laws of physics. This statement adds significant weight to the ongoing discussions surrounding the government's knowledge of UFOs and non-human intelligence. His willingness to speak out reinforces the idea that high-ranking officials have had access to classified information that has been deliberately kept from the public. Gallaudet's revelation has sparked widespread discussion and speculation. Many believe that his statements indicate an impending shift in the government's approach to disclosing the existence of non-human intelligence. Over the years, public interest in UFOs and extraterrestrial encounters has grown, fueled by military encounters, leaked footage, and congressional hearings. With more officials like Gallaudet stepping forward, it seems increasingly likely that humanity is on the brink of a major paradigm shift in its understanding of extraterrestrial life. Despite this, there remains significant resistance to full disclosure. The implications of admitting to contact with non-human intelligence are vast, affecting everything from national security to religious beliefs. Governments may fear widespread panic or disruption if such information is revealed too quickly. Additionally, concerns about the potential misuse of advanced non-human technology could be another factor in maintaining secrecy. Gallaudet's claims also raise questions about the extent of governmental knowledge and involvement in these encounters. The fact that a former Navy admiral is making such bold statements suggests that the stigma surrounding UFOs and non-human intelligence is beginning to erode. In recent years, the US government has declassified and released several reports on unidentified aerial phenomena, acknowledging that there are indeed objects in the sky that cannot be explained by current human technology. However, these reports stop short of confirming extraterrestrial involvement. Strange symbol seen on the Pope's vestment. Pope Francis was recently seen wearing a vestment featuring the Atacama Giant, a mysterious geoglyph located in Chile's Atacama Desert. The Atacama Giant is the world's largest anthropomorphic figure, standing at an impressive 282 feet in height. This ancient geoglyph was created using a mixture of stones and soil and is located near the top of the Unitas Hill, about 52 miles northeast of Iquique. It is widely believed to represent a deity once worshipped by the indigenous cultures of the region. The Atacama Giant holds significant cultural and historical importance. It is part of a group of 21 geoglyphs found on the same hill, in an area known as Hor. The figure is depicted holding a crosier in its right hand, a symbol of power, while additional decorations resembling feathers near its knees indicate its high status in ancient society. The presence of this deity in the Pope's vestment has sparked curiosity and debate, particularly because it represents a pre-Columbian spiritual figure rather than a Christian one. The inclusion of the Atacama Giant in religious attire has led to discussions about its meaning and significance. Some see it as a gesture of respect towards indigenous cultures, acknowledging their historical and spiritual contributions. Others question whether it is appropriate for the leader of the Catholic Church to wear imagery linked to a deity from an ancient belief system. Regardless of interpretation, the choice of vestment has undoubtedly drawn attention to the Atacama Giant, highlighting its importance as an archaeological treasure. This event has reignited interest in the Atacama Giant and its origins, reminding the world of the rich and complex history of South America's indigenous civilizations. Whether intentional or not, Pope Francis's vestment has brought a renewed focus to this remarkable ancient symbol. New information released about the Nazca mummies. Scientists investigating the Nazca mummies discovered in Peru have shared new findings that they claim prove the specimens are authentic biological entities. The latest research, led by Dr. Jose Zaltz, former director of the Mexican Navy Medical Department, has revealed striking anatomical details that, according to the team, support the argument that these beings are real and not artificially constructed. One of the specimens, named Antonio, has been the primary focus of these investigations. Using a small camera to explore 3 cavities in the skull, Dr. Zalchi and his team identified dried-out tissue and well-preserved anatomical structures. According to the researchers, these features closely resemble those of a human. One of the most significant findings was the presence of second and third molars, which were almost identical to those found in modern humans. Additionally, the bone structure, bony eye sockets, and mouth did not exhibit significant deviations from known human anatomy. The research team has stated that no artificial materials or modifications were found in the tissues and bones, which, in their view, supports the argument that Antonio is an authentic biological specimen. Dr. Zalsi reported that his team has examined a total of 21 of these strange mummified bodies, finding evidence of fingerprints, bone wear, dental formations, muscular structures, and internal organs. These discoveries have only fueled further speculation about the origins and nature of the specimens. The story of the Peruvian mummies first gained widespread attention in 2017, when Moissan announced the discovery of several three-fingered mummified humanoids with elongated skulls. The bodies were found covered in a white powder, which the team claimed was used as a preservative. Since then, the remains have been the subject of ongoing investigations, with some experts supporting Moissan's claims and others strongly disputing them. In 2023, Moissan presented the mummified bodies before Mexico's Congress, arguing for their authenticity. He returned for a second hearing with a group of doctors who insisted that the remains belonged to real, once-living organisms. Some of these experts claimed to have studied 5 similar specimens over a period of 4 years and concluded that they were not fabricated or assembled using artificial means. Recently, however, new findings regarding these mummies, including intact fingernails, embedded metal implants, and other unusual physical characteristics, have led some scientists to reconsider previous dismissals. This turn of events suggests that the Nazca mummies may indeed merit serious scientific investigation to determine their origins and whether they represent a new chapter in our understanding of ancient Peruvian civilizations or potentially undiscovered human variations. These fingernails are finely detailed, consistent in size and shape, and appear to grow directly from the bone structure. The presence of well-preserved nails suggests a natural biological formation, rather than an artificial construct, which would have likely involved cut-and-paste assembly. Another fascinating detail is the presence of metal implants embedded within the mummies' bodies. Preliminary analysis suggests that these small metal fragments may have been surgically implanted, a discovery that raises new questions about ancient medical practices and technological capabilities in pre-Columbian South America. The metals, which include traces of titanium and other alloys not typically associated with ancient Peruvian civilizations, are often embedded in joint areas, suggesting potential therapeutic or structural purposes. These findings have led some scientists to speculate that the mummies could represent a population with knowledge of early surgical practices, including metalwork, a possibility that challenges established beliefs about pre-Columbian technological advancement. The recent scientific interest in the Nazca mummies has inspired a shift in perception within the academic community. Initially, many experts dismissed the mummies as modern fabrications, suggesting that they were created by looters or hoaxers for profit. However, the discovery of fingernails, along with the chemical composition of the implants, has led some scientists to adopt a more cautious approach, urging further research before drawing conclusions. One of the most surprising developments is the biological analysis of the mummy's skeletal structure, which exhibits anatomical differences from known human remains. These differences include an unusual ribcage shape, joint positioning, and the 3-fingered hands. Some experts argue that these differences could indicate a genetic condition or an undiscovered population with unique physical characteristics. Over the years, a number of strange discoveries have been made. One such revelation involves an anonymous hacker who claimed to have uncovered NASA photos showing a huge opening above the North Pole. Recently, an anonymous hacker posted a series of images and documents online. According to the individual, these materials were extracted from a secure NASA database and included high-resolution photographs showing a massive circular opening at the North Pole, along with some strange anomalies that were photographed at the South Pole. The hacker asserted that these images had been deliberately concealed from the public, suggesting that the opening might be linked to unexplained phenomena or hidden knowledge about Earth's geography. The photographs released by this anonymous user depicted what appeared to be a large, dark, circular opening in the Arctic ice. The images were detailed, showing surrounding ice formations and what seemed to be an entry point descending into the Earth. According to the hacker, these photos were taken by NASA satellites equipped with advanced imaging technology designed to monitor polar regions. The claim of a large opening at the North Pole immediately attracted both interest and skepticism from the scientific community. Anonymous reported that NASA has been monitoring the polar regions for decades, utilizing a variety of satellites equipped with advanced imaging technologies. These satellites are primarily tasked with studying our planet, ice melt, and other environmental phenomena critical to understanding our planet's future. However, one of its members highlighted that in the course of these observations, a NASA satellite captured an image that quickly caught their attention, adding that it appeared to be a massive, circular opening in the Arctic ice, appearing almost as if it were an entrance to something below. The image, which was taken several years ago but has since surfaced, shows a stark contrast between the white expanse of the ice and the dark, gaping hole at its center. The opening is perfectly circular, with well-defined edges, and it appears to be several miles in diameter. The photograph, while taken from a significant altitude, provides enough detail to clearly distinguish the anomaly from the surrounding ice. The appearance of the opening has led to a flurry of theories, ranging from scientific explanations to more speculative ideas. Among the more speculative theories, the idea of the opening being an entrance has gained traction. This fringe theory suggests that the Earth is either partially or completely open, and that advanced civilizations or even unknown ecosystems might exist within these inner spaces. This mysterious discovery at the North Pole could be an entry point to these underground caverns, a concept popularized by various works of fiction and speculative science. Another line of speculation centers around the possibility that the opening is related to secretive military or governmental activities. Some theorists suggest that the North Pole could be the site of hidden bases or research facilities, and that the opening might be an access point for these installations. The remote and inhospitable nature of the Arctic makes it an ideal location for such clandestine operations, and the lack of information from official sources only fuels these suspicions. The discovery of such an opening, regardless of its origin, has significant implications for environmental science and geopolitics. If the opening is indeed a natural phenomenon, it could indicate underlying changes in the Earth's crust or climate that require urgent study. The Arctic is a critical region for global climate regulation, and any new developments could have far-reaching consequences for sea levels, weather patterns, and ecosystems worldwide. On a geopolitical level, the Arctic is a region of increasing strategic importance. As ice melts and new shipping routes become viable, countries are vying for control over these areas, rich in untapped resources like oil and natural gas. The existence of a large, unexplained opening could further complicate these dynamics, potentially leading to increased tensions and competition among Arctic nations. Given the potential significance of the opening, Anonymous have stated that there is a growing call within the community for further investigation. Satellite imagery, while valuable, can only provide so much information. Detailed, on-the-ground research is necessary to determine the true nature of the opening and assess its implications. However, the logistical challenges of conducting such research in the harsh Arctic environment cannot be underestimated. NASA, along with other scientific organizations, may need to prioritize this area for future missions, possibly involving the use of autonomous underwater vehicles, ice-penetrating radar, or even manned expeditions. Understanding the cause of the opening and monitoring its development over time will be crucial in addressing both scientific questions and public concerns. Interestingly enough, as pointed out by this anonymous hacker, in recent years, a growing body of archaeological discoveries has provided compelling evidence that humans have been living beneath the Earth's surface for thousands of years. These findings, ranging from vast underground cities to intricate cave dwellings, challenge conventional narratives about ancient civilizations and their relationship with their environment. One of the primary reasons for the surge in discoveries of ancient underground habitats is the advancement in archaeological technology. Techniques such as ground-penetrating radar, light detection and ranging, and 3D imaging have revolutionized the way archaeologists explore and excavate ancient sites. These technologies allow researchers to detect subterranean structures without disturbing the surface, leading to the discovery of previously hidden settlements and cities. In recent years, satellite imagery has revealed unusual features at the North Pole that have fueled speculation about the presence of massive openings or anomalies beneath the ice. Some of these images appear to show large, circular depressions or dark areas that contrast sharply with the surrounding ice. These features have led to a resurgence in the polar opening theory, which posits that there may be large entrances leading to underground or even inner Earth realms at the poles. Proponents of this theory argue that these openings could be gateways to hidden environments, possibly inhabited by unknown forms of life or remnants of ancient civilizations. While mainstream science largely dismisses these ideas as speculative, the imagery has nonetheless sparked considerable interest and debate, particularly among those who believe that the polar regions hold secrets yet to be uncovered. Beyond the northern lights, there have been reports of other strange atmospheric phenomena at the North Pole, including unusual cloud formations, mysterious light sources, and unexplained sounds. Some researchers have suggested that these occurrences could be linked to geological or geomagnetic activity, while others propose that they might be related to the presence of high-altitude electrical storms or interactions between the Earth's magnetic field and the solar wind. The strategic importance of the Arctic has also led to an increased military presence in the region. Several countries, including the United States and Canada, have ramped up their military activities in the Arctic, conducting exercises and establishing bases. While these actions are often justified as necessary for defending national interests and ensuring safe navigation, they have also fueled speculation about hidden agendas and the possibility of secretive operations related to the region's unexplored mysteries. One of the most well-known mysteries of the North Pole involves the movement of the magnetic North Pole. Unlike the geographic North Pole, which is fixed, the magnetic North Pole has been drifting across the Arctic at an accelerated rate. Scientists have observed that since the 19th century, the magnetic North Pole has moved from the Canadian Arctic towards Russia, a shift that has puzzled researchers. This movement is thought to be caused by changes in the Earth's core, where molten iron and nickel generate the planet's magnetic field. However, the reasons for the recent acceleration of this drift remain unclear. Some scientists speculate that it could be related to changes in the flow of molten material within the Earth's outer core, while others suggest that it might be linked to larger geomagnetic phenomena. Another factor contributing to the increase in underground discoveries is the re-examination of existing evidence. Archaeologists and historians are increasingly questioning previous assumptions about the purpose and extent of ancient underground structures. Similarly, the vast subterranean complexes have prompted scholars to reconsider the capabilities and lifestyles of ancient civilizations. These sites suggest that living underground was not only a response to external threats, but also a deliberate choice for long-term habitation, possibly motivated by environmental, social, or spiritual factors. One of the most compelling reasons ancient humans may have chosen to live underground is the protection it offered from environmental and social threats. Harsh climates, particularly in arid or desert regions, would have made above-ground living difficult. Underground habitats provided natural insulation from extreme temperatures, preserving heat in the winter and coolness in the summer. In addition to environmental protection, underground living offered safety from invaders and predators. Beyond practical considerations, underground living may have held cultural and spiritual significance for ancient civilizations. Many underground sites are thought to have been used for religious or ceremonial purposes. The isolation and darkness of underground spaces likely contributed to a sense of otherworldliness, making them ideal for rituals and worship. In some cultures, the underground was also associated with the afterlife or the underworld, reinforcing the spiritual dimension of these habitats. The presence of burial chambers, altars, and symbolic carvings in many subterranean sites suggests that these spaces were deeply integrated into the cultural and religious life of their inhabitants. Given the potential significance of the photograph, there is a growing call for further investigation. NASA and other scientific organizations may need to prioritize this area for future missions, using advanced imaging technology and on-the-ground research to determine the true nature of the hole. These sonar images were released that show a mysterious object on the bottom of the ocean floor. According to a report by military officials, they suggested that the object is either a school of fish or a submarine. Interestingly, at the time, there was speculation that this could have been an unidentified object, as officials were very silent about the discovery when it was first announced. Oddly enough, new reports have come out about the object, which has created more questions than answers. The broken language is due to the article being translated, but it reveals that the large object, measuring 12 meters in length, has now vanished. The sudden disappearance of a significant object from the ocean floor has sparked skepticism among numerous users, prompting them to ponder the plausibility of such an event. Many people have commented their disbelief regarding the disappearance of the large object. When the photograph was submitted to a group that investigates underwater anomalies, people couldn't decide on what they were looking at and how the 12-meter-long object was able to vanish from the seafloor. One user acknowledges that such an event might be reasonable in the case of a small object or a piece of machinery that could have fallen off a ship, adding that the possibility of erosion or being carried away by the tide could be used as a potential explanation if the object was much smaller. However, users stated that they have no way of explaining how such a large object suddenly vanished. People who have seen the image now state there are two mysteries. First, what the object is, and secondly, how it vanished in such a short period of time. In further exploration of this issue, some individuals delved into the perplexing nature of the situation, pondering the unusual disappearance of a 12-meter object from the ocean floor. The sudden disappearance of the object has sparked significant curiosity, leading individuals to ponder not only about the nature of the object itself, but also about the perplexing circumstances surrounding its vanishing act. Throughout history, researchers delving into enigmatic oceanic phenomena have consistently reported instances of peculiar submerged entities lying on the seabed. These experts have raised concerns about the recurrence of such anomalies and have specifically probed the possibility of clandestine retrieval operations carried out by military entities. The ocean, with its vast and largely unexplored depths, continues to harbour mysteries that intrigue and baffle in equal measure. The statement conveyed that an increasing number of individuals are venturing into the realm of treasure hunting, a trend that is fueling the unearthing of fresh discoveries beneath the sea's surface. Due to this situation, authorities in the vicinity might have preferred to prevent individuals from accidentally coming across this finding and sharing the images on the internet. This cautious approach suggests a desire to maintain secrecy and control over the information to avoid unwanted attention. The realm of unidentified objects and intriguing oceanic findings has captivated the minds of many for generations, sparking curiosity and conjecture. Delving deeper into the subject beyond mere curiosity reveals an intricate network of national security issues that intricately interweave, creating hurdles in the divulgence of such objects. The primary worry regarding the revelation of these underwater findings revolves around the associated data and its possible implications for national security. The disclosure of such mysterious underwater discoveries raises significant questions about how it could potentially affect the security of nations, both regionally and globally. The potential confirmation of sophisticated phenomena may spark inquiries into the abilities and motivations of external foes, potentially resulting in increased tensions and geopolitical turbulence. Revealing confidential information regarding these mysterious discoveries, especially those related to military personnel or critical installations, may inadvertently expose strategic weaknesses or sensitive technologies to potential foes. Such disclosures have the potential to jeopardize national defense strategies and hinder initiatives aimed at safeguarding against evolving threats. It is crucial to exercise caution when handling such sensitive data, as any unauthorized exposure could have far-reaching implications for national security and defense preparedness. Oddly enough, this isn't the first time that a mysterious underwater discovery has been made. Despite popular belief, the final frontier not only encompasses space, but also vast expanses of uncharted territory in our oceans. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration reveals that our exploration efforts have barely scratched the surface, with less than 5% of the ocean explored to date. Remarkable discoveries made by underwater archaeologists annually contribute to our understanding of history, serving as a reminder that there is still a great deal awaiting discovery. The Ocean X diving team is well acquainted with enigmatic findings, and one of their extensively documented discoveries involves an intriguing object resting on the Baltic Sea floor. Referred to as the Baltic Sea anomaly, this underwater structure gained widespread attention due to its peculiar appearance. Notably resembling a disc-shaped aircraft, speculation within online communities arose, suggesting the possibility of an advanced aerial vehicle being unearthed by the diving team. With a diameter of 60 meters, the Baltic Sea anomaly resides in the depths of the northern Baltic Sea. This remarkable find was made by Peter Lindberg, Dennis Asberg, and their renowned Swedish diving team in June 2011. Interestingly, the group has recently returned to the site and said that they have an update, noting that more strange activity happened while they were directly above the object. The research team stumbled upon a fascinating discovery while on their expedition to locate an ancient shipwreck. While passing over the object, they detected an intriguing reading that piqued their curiosity. According to Ocean X, this enigmatic anomaly measures approximately 3 to 4 meters in thickness and has a diameter of around 60 meters. Notably, the object rests on a sturdy pillar-like structure, towering at about 8 meters in height, located between 85 and 90 meters below the surface. Despite the seemingly shallow depth, the visibility in the area is extremely poor, making it challenging for the team to observe their surroundings. Curiously, during their initial encounter, the team encountered equipment malfunctions, which inexplicably ceased upon passing the object. Initially attributing it to chance, the team retraced their steps, only to face the same issue with their equipment again. This has prompted the team to hypothesize that the object emits some form of electromagnetic field. They have conducted multiple tests, consistently experiencing equipment failure whenever they approach the anomaly. According to skilled diver Stefan Hogeborn, he experienced a peculiar phenomenon while diving. He mentioned that any electronic devices, including a satellite phone, ceased to function when they were near the object. However, once they distanced themselves approximately 200 meters from the object, the devices began working again. Surprisingly, the devices malfunctioned once more when they returned above the object. Those that looked into the object said that it was natural. However, the divers have contested this claim by pointing out that natural formations do not have the ability to deactivate electrical equipment or possess a disc-like shape. Dennis Asberg, alongside the diving team from Ocean X, has recently unveiled an unprecedented photograph of the anomaly. According to Dennis, this image has never been witnessed before. While he has chosen to withhold certain specifics, he has revealed his intention to delve further into the matter during a podcast hosted by himself and his son. The podcast, named Dennis World, will provide an opportunity for a more detailed discussion on the subject matter. He said that he's released a never-before-seen image of the Baltic Sea anomaly. The picture was taken in 2012, and Dennis said that if you look at the picture, you can see a triangle with a hole. It's hard to see, and therefore Dennis uploaded a picture with a red line, and you can see that the plate is covered with sediment as well, and below you see burnt organic material. The picture was taken on the side of the object. According to individuals who have observed the image, the longer you gaze at it, the more distinct features become apparent. They have noticed the presence of defined edges and openings that directly penetrate the structure, which was initially described during the team's initial exploration. One user remarked that it resembles debris from the ocean, with coral growth accumulated on its surface. This perpendicular perspective grants us a more comprehensive view of the object, allowing us to discern a solid entity hidden beneath the coral. Upon the initial identification of the item, the team had inquiries, prompting them to investigate it further. However, their investigation only raised additional queries. As the divers approached the abnormality, they noticed a seemingly dark staircase that extended into the object. Notably, samples were sent for analysis in an attempt to determine its composition. According to Steve Weiner's assessments, the object was determined to not be a natural geological formation, but rather constructed from metals not found in nature. The team from Ocean X mentioned that when they were exploring the depths of the ocean, they observed a colossal structure that appeared even larger due to the darkness. They compared its size to that of a passenger plane and noted the challenges they faced while navigating in such conditions. Interestingly, they noticed a trail behind the object, which was also confirmed by sonar images. This has led to speculations that the object might have crashed and skidded along the ocean floor. The divers discovered visible skid marks in that area. Additionally, the researchers noticed peculiar carvings on the surface of the object, which appeared unnatural. The wreckage is located approximately 90 meters deep, and the muddy waters make it extremely difficult to capture footage or photographs of the site. The team revisited the location once more, deploying a remotely operated vehicle during their investigation. However, when the remotely operated vehicle approached the anomaly at a distance of a few meters, the compass started malfunctioning unpredictably. What's noteworthy is that a similar occurrence took place during their initial encounter with the anomaly. Peter Lindbergh commented that due to extremely poor visibility and the uncontrollable compass, it was challenging to track the remotely operated vehicle's location accurately. The compass seemed to be functioning independently, and the tether frequently got entangled. Many knowledgeable individuals have shared accounts of an anomaly referred to as the equipment turning off phenomenon. According to these reports, when pilots and fishing vessels come across unidentified aircraft, they often experience a sudden and complete loss of power or energy in their electrical devices. Numerous incidents have been documented where unidentified objects have been associated with the sudden shutdown of various types of equipment, including planes, tractors, cars, buses, motorcycles, and even lawnmowers. Interestingly, the affected devices typically resume functioning once the unidentified craft departs. One testimonial originates from a fishing crew aboard a vessel. They recounted an incident where they observed an unidentified object in the sky, causing a complete shutdown of all their electronic devices, including the ship's radio transmission to shore. Approximately 15 minutes later, when the object had moved away, everything returned to normal, although the fishermen noted that their mobile phones were also drained of power. Surprisingly, similar accounts have been shared by fishermen worldwide, reporting encounters with peculiar objects near their fishing vessels at night, consistently resulting in disturbances to their equipment. Currently, limited research has been conducted on this phenomenon, with only eyewitnesses recounting these experiences. However, some pilots have come forward, attesting to the influence of these objects on their aircraft as well. A fisherman shared the following account of an unusual encounter they had while fishing near Jersey. It was late at night, around 10:30, when the fisherman and his son noticed a distant light. As they approached for a better look, they couldn't discern any details because the object was too far away. However, moments later, the light seemed to descend and land in the ocean, resembling a lantern. Approximately 5 minutes later, the son spotted the light again, but this time it was much closer and moving beneath the water's surface. They observed as it passed under their boat, causing their VHF radio to flicker through different channels. Notably, the boat's lights turned off and the engine stalled. In darkness, they watched as the eerie light traversed the length of the boat. Suddenly, the object ascended from the ocean, swiftly disappearing over the horizon within seconds. Miraculously, once it departed, all on-board equipment powered back on. Despite the vivid encounter, they are unable to determine the nature of what they witnessed. Reluctant to share the story due to potential skepticism, they initially mistook the light for a lantern due to its faint glow. However, upon closer proximity, the vibrant colors of the object made it difficult to focus on. Unfortunately, both their phones were drained of battery that night, preventing them from capturing any photographs. Regardless, they have not encountered the object again since that incident. Many who followed this story believe that the Baltic Sea anomaly couldn't be an unidentified submerged object. USOs, or unidentified submerged objects, are a fascinating and mysterious phenomenon that has captivated the imagination of researchers and enthusiasts alike. While unidentified flying objects are commonly associated with sightings in the sky, USOs refer to unidentified objects that are observed beneath the surface of bodies of water, such as oceans, lakes, and rivers. USOs have been reported throughout history, with accounts dating back centuries. Tales of strange objects emerging from the depths have been passed down through generations, sparking curiosity and intrigue. However, it was not until the modern era that USOs began to receive more attention and scrutiny. Numerous reports of USO sightings have surfaced from different parts of the world, including the Bermuda Triangle, the Pacific Ocean, and the Great Lakes. Witnesses often describe the objects as glowing or emitting lights, moving in a controlled manner underwater and displaying remarkable speed and agility. The explanations for USOs vary, with some suggesting natural phenomena as the cause, while others entertain the possibility of extraterrestrial or advanced human-made technology. One natural explanation is the presence of bioluminescent organisms, which can create light patterns and unusual glows underwater. However, this explanation does not account for the structured movements and high speeds reported by witnesses. Another hypothesis suggests that USOs could be advanced military or experimental submarines or underwater vehicles. It is well known that various governments around the world have been conducting research and development in underwater technologies, and some speculate that certain USO sightings may be related to secret military operations. However, the absence of official acknowledgement or confirmation of such advanced technology adds to the mystery surrounding USOs. The study of USOs is complex due to the challenges associated with exploring and investigating the depths of our oceans. The vastness and extreme conditions of underwater environments make it difficult to conduct thorough research and gather concrete evidence. Additionally, the lack of mainstream scientific attention and funding dedicated to USO research further hampers our understanding of these phenomena. As of right now, USOs continue to be a subject of great interest and speculation. Reported sightings and encounters suggest the existence of underwater objects that defy conventional explanations. While natural phenomena and terrestrial technology may account for some cases, the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement cannot be ruled out entirely. Further scientific research and exploration of our planet's oceans are crucial to unraveling the mysteries surrounding USOs and shedding light on this intriguing phenomenon. Antarctica, the Earth's southernmost continent, remains a land of enigmatic beauty and intrigue. Despite its desolate frozen landscapes and extreme isolation, Antarctica holds a wealth of mysteries that have fascinated explorers, scientists, and adventurers for generations. Mark Graham, a former engineer who worked in Antarctica, found himself facing an exceptional and alluring prospect. The Antarctic Research Institute extended an invitation to him to participate in a specialized reconnaissance expedition across the vast frozen terrain of Antarctica, signifying the significance and complexity of the mission. Curiosity piqued, and longing to take flight once more, he embraced the opportunity. On a chilly morning, he embarked on an airplane journey with his longtime companion, with the objective of transporting the aircraft to and from Antarctica and providing assistance for field research. The engineer played a multifaceted role and contributed to various aspects of the mission, showcasing his expertise in diverse areas to support the successful execution of the project. The objective of the task was clear and uncomplicated, yet it was while undertaking this regular flight that they both observed an unusual occurrence. Utilizing his extensive decades-long experience, Mark's companion skillfully maneuvered the aircraft across the expansive, glistening white terrain. It was during this aerial journey that they made an unusual observation. Their keen eyes detected something out of the ordinary amidst the vast landscape. The vast expanse unfolded with a towering mountain in close proximity, and interestingly, both observers remarked that it resembled as if something had been excavating a substantial cavity in that location. The panorama featured an expansive opening bordered by a mountain, prompting both witnesses to draw parallels to a scenario where something might have been involved in creating the opening. The assumption was based on the visible presence of snow and dirt near the entrance, suggesting that some activity or work had taken place in that area. This inference was drawn due to the observable evidence of snow and dirt, indicating that some form of action or maintenance may have occurred at the location. The observers made remarks about the considerable size of the aperture, expressing skepticism about its natural origins due to its seemingly unnatural appearance. Their commentary hinted at a sense of disbelief at the authenticity of the opening. The pilot executed a series of maneuvers, adjusting the aircraft's course to obtain an enhanced visual perspective. His inquisitiveness was aroused, compelling him to navigate closer for a more detailed examination. This aerial exploration was driven by his heightened interest in the subject below. The opening of the cavity was immense, with dimensions large enough to accommodate a Boeing 737 aircraft, showcasing its vast enormity and capacity for substantial objects. The pilot made an approximation that the opening exceeded 200 feet in length, making it sufficiently spacious to accommodate a whole aircraft. The estimation suggests that the opening's vast dimensions were more than adequate for a plane to enter and operate comfortably. Intrigued by the enigma, he made the decision to descend in order to carefully examine the object of fascination. Peering out of the aircraft, both of them noticed that the hole wasn't merely an opening, and detailed that it looked as if there was an entrance to an expansive cavern disappearing into the heart of the mountain, shrouded in darkness. Recognizing the potential importance of the discovery, the pair carefully recorded the coordinates on their GPS device and captured detailed, high-resolution images of the area. Upon their return, they utilized Google Earth to pinpoint the original entrances, leading to a profound realization of the enormous scale of the cavity. This newfound understanding shed light on the sheer magnitude of the hole. The researchers highlighted the intriguing potential of an uncharted, expansive cavern in Antarctica, while also expressing skepticism regarding its origins, particularly noting the absence of similar formations in the vicinity. Their fascination with the discovery was accompanied by queries about the mechanisms responsible for its creation, which remains a unique anomaly within the region. The presence of such a prominent subterranean structure in an otherwise unexplored state sparked curiosity and raised intricate questions about its geological genesis. Currently, individuals have come across this entryway and are curious about its contents, and they are pondering the potential contents of what lies within. One hypothesis proposed by researchers delving into unexplained phenomena suggests the potential creation of the mysterious structure through the application of a laser weapon. This speculation is accompanied by observations of a significant surge in military undertakings across the region of Antarctica, fueling the intrigue surrounding its enigmatic nature. The heightened military presence has spurred discussions and conjectures about the plausible motives and activities underlying these operations. The Antarctic Treaty explicitly prohibits the setting up of military bases, but permits the functioning of scientific research stations. Various countries uphold these research facilities on the continent to explore its distinct ecosystems, climate, and geology. Although these stations may involve military personnel for logistical support, their main objective revolves around scientific research and safeguarding the environment. This comprehensive understanding highlights the pivotal role of research endeavors and environmental conservation within the framework of the Antarctic Treaty. Despite the regulations outlined in the Antarctic Treaty, allegations of covert military operations taking place on the continent have endured over an extended period. Certain conjectures propose the existence of undisclosed military installations, clandestine scientific undertakings, and purported encounters with advanced entities beneath the icy terrain. These claims have significantly contributed to the proliferation of conjecture and uncertainty surrounding the genuine purposes behind the military involvement in Antarctica. Numerous sources have continued to insinuate the presence of covert activities, raising questions about the extent of military engagement on the continent. Surprisingly, a number of individuals have come across intriguing photographs suggesting the presence of sizable vehicles and tanks in Antarctica. This has led them to speculate that there may be a more significant presence in the region than what authorities have disclosed. The photographs have sparked curiosity and raised questions about the activities and infrastructure in an otherwise remote and enigmatic location. Antarctica undergoes thorough monitoring using satellite imagery and remote sensing technologies, allowing governments and organizations globally to oversee variations in the continent's environment, ice dynamics, and glacial movements. The employment of these methods serves as a critical tool in detecting any covert military bases or activities in Antarctica, as they are highly likely to be identified through satellite surveillance. This meticulous observation facilitates an in-depth understanding of the environmental dynamics and human activities in the region, thereby contributing to a comprehensive assessment of Antarctica's geopolitical and environmental significance. The frigid expanse of Antarctica, desolate and predominantly uncharted, has historically fostered numerous enigmatic phenomena and conjectures. One of the most captivating riddles pertains to purported observations and consequent unearthing of unidentified aerial phenomena concealed beneath its vast glacial mass. This intriguing puzzle has sparked a myriad of inquiries into the potential implications and origins of such anomalous occurrences within the remote confines of the icy continent. Despite the challenging environment, numerous accounts throughout the years have pointed to peculiar incidents in this area. Observers, mainly comprising military personnel and scientific experts stationed in the vicinity, have documented extraordinary aerial occurrences, including luminous spheres, disc-shaped entities, and rapid-moving lights that challenge conventional understanding. These observations, along with subsequent tangible proof such as unexplained marks in the ice and abnormal radiation levels, have prompted discussions about potential extraterrestrial activities in Antarctica. These occurrences have invited thorough speculation and analysis, leading to a deeper exploration of the possibility of otherworldly presence in this remote region. Antarctica is not only a hotspot for UFO sightings, but also for reported crashed unidentified objects. One particularly well-known case goes back to the 1960s, where an alleged satellite image revealed a large metallic object, approximately 2 miles in diameter, embedded in the ice of East Antarctica. Although the authenticity of the image has been questioned, the sheer size and shape of the object have given rise to speculations about its potential extraterrestrial origins. This incident is just one of the many instances where such mysterious objects have been found within the Antarctic ice, fueling ongoing discussions and theories about possible extraterrestrial visitations. The peculiar nature of these reports has led to extensive exploration and investigation in an effort to unravel the mysteries hidden beneath the icy surface of this remote and enigmatic continent. Critics contend that the extreme environmental factors in Antarctica, coupled with the innate human inclination to recognize patterns, commonly referred to as pareidolia, may lead to misinterpretations of natural ice formations or weather-related occurrences as unidentified flying objects. Conversely, supporters of the UFO hypothesis assert that the sophisticated nature of the objects and the clandestine nature of Antarctic activities hint at an otherworldly source. This debate highlights the complexities involved in distinguishing between natural phenomena and potential extraterrestrial visitations in the context of the Antarctic region. The Moon, Earth's closest celestial companion, has long captivated human imagination and scientific curiosity. While the Moon's familiar face is visible to us from Earth, its hidden hemisphere, known as the dark side of the Moon, remains shrouded in mystery. This enigmatic region, perpetually facing away from our planet, has sparked fascination and intrigue for generations. China garnered significant attention by achieving the historic milestone of landing a probe on the unexplored far side of the Moon, marking a groundbreaking achievement. With the successful touchdown of the Chang'e 4 spacecraft, equipped with a robotic rover tasked with conducting terrain explorations for upcoming missions, China has cemented its position as the first country to reach the lunar surface that perpetually faces away from Earth. The mission's execution was fraught with challenges, particularly in establishing communication links with the Earth due to the uncharted territory being traversed. The unexplored nature of this lunar region presented novel obstacles for the mission's experts. Intriguingly, the rover managed to capture captivating images during its operations, including one that raised eyebrows due to the presence of an unexplained anomaly in the background. The photograph showcased the lunar landscape, with speculations emerging about a peculiar object resembling a large disk in the distant view. Following the dissemination of this image, various UFO groups and enthusiasts engaged in fervent debates regarding the mysterious object captured in the lunar backdrop. While some suggested it could be a natural lunar formation like a mound, others drew comparisons to the classic depiction of a UFO. This unexpected discovery added an element of mystery and intrigue to China's groundbreaking mission to the Moon's elusive dark side, sparking a wave of speculation and interest among the global space exploration community and beyond. This image holds significant fascination due to its recent capture, and within the realm of lunar photography, it displays remarkable clarity. The photograph stands out as it was taken quite recently, showcasing a level of detail and sharpness not often seen in these types of photographs. Photographs often lack clarity, with many appearing blurry to the viewers. However, Individuals who have had the opportunity to observe such photographs have remarked that there is a distinct impression of a presence in the background. Amid discussions about celestial anomalies, a user emphatically asserted that a particular entity sighted on the moon does not belong there and is in fact an unidentified object. According to their observation, this disc-shaped object was discernible against the rest of the background. Delving into the intriguing realm of lunar exploration, another individual shared their extensive endeavor of meticulously combing through archives of historical moon images in search of enigmatic anomalies. They expressed admiration for a particular photograph, hailing it as one of the most remarkable images they've encountered in their quest. This dedicated individual devoted significant time and effort to scrutinizing these lunar records, driven by a fascination with the unknown. The individual mentioned that while the majority of unidentified flying objects are typically observed above the moon, an exception was made in this case where a puzzling object was sighted directly on the lunar surface. This unique occurrence serves to validate the claims of certain astronauts who asserted that they felt under surveillance during their moon missions. The presence of such an object on the moon's surface adds a layer of intrigue and credibility to the reports of astronauts sensing a watchful gaze upon them during their lunar missions. It's because of photographs like this that others have questioned that they might be the reason why we have never returned. The concept of unidentified flying objects being observed on the lunar surface is not a recent revelation. This notion has circulated for many years, with numerous individuals asserting that astronauts themselves have attested to witnessing such phenomena during their moon missions. According to reports, while traversing the moon's terrain, astronauts have purportedly spotted peculiar objects maneuvering through the lunar skies. Some astronauts have even publicly recounted their encounters, describing these unidentified crafts as maintaining a vigilant watch over them throughout their lunar expeditions. These revelations have sparked considerable interest, prompting speculation that the documented images might indeed capture authentic instances of extraterrestrial presence. One commentator said that the moon stands out as a prevalent location for encountering unidentified aerial vehicles. Annually, numerous videos capture enigmatic craft in proximity to our sun. Notably, the novelty of this particular image lies in its rarity, portraying objects directly on the lunar surface. They regard this photograph as among the more convincing evidence showcasing UFO activity on the moon. This discourse underscores the enduring fascination and debate surrounding the potential existence of UFOs within the celestial realm, particularly on the moon. The testimonies of astronauts, coupled with the visual evidence presented, serve as compelling elements in the ongoing exploration of this intriguing phenomenon. In continuation of the discussion, some individuals suggested that those responsible for monitoring the images may not have noticed any anomalies. Conversely, there are voices that argue the image depicts a natural geological formation or attribute it to a phenomenon where the mind perceives patterns or shapes where none exist. On the contrary, advocates of unidentified flying objects refute such explanations, contending that they are often used to dismiss those who identify and analyze such anomalies. They maintain that the image in question is distinctly clear and undoubtedly captures an object positioned on the surface of the moon. This diverse range of perspectives illustrates the intricate nature of interpreting such images, with varying views on the presence of anomalies in lunar photography. Through a meticulous analysis of the image, proponents and skeptics alike continue to engage in nuanced debates over its true implications and significance. The fascination with the mysterious dark side of the moon has seen a significant surge in recent years. This phenomenon pertains to the aspect that the moon consistently presents the same physical facade towards the Earth, resulting in a perpetually hidden portion known as the dark side. Throughout history, astronomers, amateur skywatchers, and even astronauts have reported sightings of UFOs in the vicinity of the moon. These encounters date back to the Apollo missions in the 1960s and 1970s, when astronauts were the first to share their experiences of unexplained phenomena while in lunar orbit. During the iconic Apollo 11 mission in 1969, a widely recognized event took place when astronaut Neil Armstrong made a reference to encountering visitors or other spacecraft while exploring the lunar surface. Initially kept confidential, The communication has now been disclosed, sparking intrigue and discussion regarding the identity and characteristics of these unidentified entities. This specific incident has captured the imagination of many, leading to various theories and interpretations about the presence of extraterrestrial beings or phenomena during the historic moon landing. Amateur stargazers have played a significant role in enhancing the accumulating pool of proof regarding celestial observations. They have actively engaged in capturing photographs and filming peculiar entities or light sources in proximity to the moon. Although numerous of these observations can be rationalized as common occurrences or tricks of the eye, there persist a multitude of baffling and captivating instances that defy easy explanation. The involvement of novice astronomers has been pivotal in shedding light on these enigmatic occurrences, prompting further investigation and analysis by the scientific community. The progress in amateur astronomy, coupled with the widespread availability of consumer-friendly telescopes and cameras, has driven a surge in contemporary UFO sightings in close proximity to the moon. Individuals passionate about astronomy globally frequently record their findings and disseminate them on various online platforms. With the internet serving as a central meeting point, UFO enthusiasts engage in collective efforts to scrutinize and interpret these accounts, fostering a collaborative environment for in-depth research and analysis. This phenomenon not only reflects the increasing accessibility of astronomical tools to the general public, but also underscores the growing interest and engagement of individuals worldwide in exploring and understanding the mysteries of space. Numerous accounts have emerged regarding triangular or saucer-shaped objects traversing in close proximity to the moon on a regular basis. These unidentified objects display peculiar flying trajectories, showcasing behaviors such as lingering in one spot, making sudden shifts in course, and achieving remarkable accelerations at astonishing velocities. Such aerial maneuvers surpass the operational abilities of any existing human-engineered spacecraft. The frequency of these sightings and the anomalous behavior exhibited by these objects have captured the attention of many observers and researchers, sparking intrigue and speculation about their origin and purpose. Proponents supporting the extraterrestrial hypothesis contend that the aggregated evidence from sightings, along with the credible testimonies provided, warrants serious consideration and should not be summarily ignored. They emphasize the necessity for conducting more thorough scientific inquiries into these occurrences, advocating for independent scrutiny of lunar observations and fostering collaborations with global space organizations. Expanding on this perspective, it is imperative to delve deeper into the intricacies of alleged encounters and sightings to gain a comprehensive understanding of the phenomena. If the existence of UFOs in close proximity to the moon is indeed confirmed to be authentic, the implications of such a revelation could have far-reaching effects on humanity. In essence, this phenomenon not only challenges our current comprehension of the universe, but also prompts a deeper investigation into the very essence and characteristics of these enigmatic spacecraft. One of the key inquiries it raises pertains to the potential origins of these unidentified flying objects. Are they under the control of intelligent beings hailing from distant planets, or do they signify the presence of highly advanced and self-governing technological constructs? Recent observations of unidentified flying objects in proximity to the moon have sparked discussions regarding the possible interest of extraterrestrial beings on Earth. This occurrence raises intriguing questions about the intentions of these potential visitors, leaving us to ponder whether they come in peace or with other motives. The implications of such encounters highlight the necessity for global collaboration and transparent communication to effectively manage any future interactions with advanced alien civilizations. The possibility of unidentified flying objects in close proximity to the moon sparks discussions regarding the existence of undisclosed lunar facilities or bases. A segment of theorists proposes that these unidentified crafts could be involved in observing Earth or engaging in scientific explorations from strategic points on the moon. Although these assertions are predominantly based on speculation and do not have substantial supporting evidence, they contribute an additional layer of fascination to the enigma. The notion of potential UFO activities in lunar vicinity raises questions about the presence of secret lunar infrastructures or establishments that remain hidden from the public eye. SpaceX's Starship spacecraft and Super Heavy rocket known collectively as Starship, are an innovative and incredibly advanced transportation system engineered with the purpose of facilitating the transportation of both crew members and cargo to various destinations, including Earth's orbit, the Moon, Mars, and even beyond. What sets Starship apart is its revolutionary design, which allows for complete reusability, thus reducing the financial and logistical burdens associated with space travel. Starship is an engineering marvel and holds the distinction of being the most potent launch vehicle ever created, boasting a remarkable capability to carry an impressive payload of up to 150 metric tons, ensuring cost-effectiveness and efficiency by maximizing the utilization of its reusable components. Today, SpaceX's awe-inspiring Starship and Super Heavy booster successfully launched into the skies, lifting off from their Starbase test and manufacturing facility in Boca Chica. On the shores of South Padre Island, just a short distance from Boca Chica, an impressive crowd gathered in the early morning hours to witness a remarkable event unfold. The atmosphere was filled with anticipation and excitement as hundreds of spectators eagerly awaited the momentous launch. With bated breath, they watched as the vibrant glow emitted by the 33 powerful first-stage Raptor engines of the Starship pierced through the billowing cloud of exhaust, marking the beginning of a monumental journey. Rising to an astounding height of almost 400 feet, the Starship stands as a testament to human engineering prowess. Its sheer magnitude and unparalleled power make it the largest and mightiest rocket ever constructed. Its imposing presence at the Starbase launch pad is a sight that can be admired from miles away, a towering symbol of technological advancement and human ambition. This test flight marked the second attempt at launching the fully integrated Starship, comprising the Super Heavy first-stage booster and the Starship upper-stage spacecraft. The initial launch, which took place on April 20th this year, did not achieve the same level of success as the recent endeavor. In April, the Starship launch encountered a setback, resulting in a self-destruct command being activated about 4 minutes into the flight. During the incident in April, one of the contributing factors to the unexpected disassembly of the Starship was the failure in the separation of its two stages. Today, during the launch, the momentous event of Starship's stage separation took place perfectly on schedule, precisely 2 minutes and 41 seconds after liftoff. This critical procedure seemed to unfold seamlessly, indicating the precision and expertise of the launch team. During the recent launch, an intriguing development occurred, as individuals on social media claimed to have witnessed an unidentified flying object in close proximity to the Starship. What makes this even more peculiar is that it is not the first instance where enigmatic objects have been observed near SpaceX rockets. This phenomenon has attracted considerable attention and sparked curiosity among the public. Delving deeper into this intriguing occurrence and listening to eyewitness accounts helps shed light on the ongoing mystery surrounding these unidentified aerial phenomena. In the past few years, there has been a growing number of reports about unidentified flying objects being observed near SpaceX launches. This phenomenon has added a captivating aspect to the continuous exploration of outer space. These reports have sparked curiosity and speculation among researchers and enthusiasts alike, prompting further investigation into the nature and origins of these mysterious aircrafts. The unidentified object that was observed in close proximity to the Starship megarocket exhibited a triangular configuration and seemed to maintain a consistent path, prompting speculation regarding the plausibility of this occurrence. This situation has piqued curiosity among individuals who are intrigued by the mechanics of such a phenomenon, prompting questions about the factors influencing its trajectory and the potential implications it may hold. Triangle UFOs, also known as black triangles, are a specific category of unidentified flying objects that stand out due to their unique triangular form. These triangular-shaped unidentified objects have garnered significant attention within the broader UFO phenomenon. Numerous witnesses have provided their accounts of these phenomena, consistently describing them as sizable, shadowy, and eerily quiet. These enigmatic objects exhibit a triangular shape, with lights conveniently located at the three corners of the triangular formation. Reports of triangle-shaped unidentified objects have surfaced in numerous regions across the globe, encompassing both the United States and regions in Europe and Asia. When it comes to triangle-shaped unidentified flying objects, their ability to hover silently in the sky, maneuver with remarkable agility, and accelerate rapidly stands out as one of their most prominent and intriguing features. Witnesses who have had the first-hand experience of observing these objects have consistently described them as defying the laws of physics, showcasing flight capabilities that far exceed those of any known aircraft manufactured by humans. Numerous instances of these enigmatic black triangle objects have been recorded throughout various space missions. Individuals dedicated to examining the live footage from the International Space Station's cameras have reported witnessing triangular-shaped, unidentified flying objects in close proximity to the space station. This phenomenon has sparked intrigue and curiosity within the scientific community and among space enthusiasts, as these mysterious triangular entities continue to leave a lasting impression on those who observe them. Triangle-shaped, unidentified flying object sightings have garnered considerable attention and have been documented by individuals across various backgrounds, ranging from ordinary civilians to experienced pilots and even military personnel. These reports, which include detailed eyewitness testimonies, consistently highlight specific features and characteristics of these triangular aircrafts. Witnesses frequently detail their experiences with triangular-shaped unidentified flying objects, which frequently involve remarkably close encounters, often occurring within a mere distance of a few hundred feet from the actual object. These individuals vividly describe these enigmatic constructs as immense and commanding, casting an eerie, almost haunting shadow as they glide effortlessly through the sky. One notable characteristic frequently mentioned by eyewitnesses is the presence of luminous lights positioned at each vertex of these triangular unidentified objects, illuminating the surrounding area and adding to the overall mystique of the sightings. One aspect that is particularly captivating about these reported sightings is the notable absence of any sound emanating from the triangular-shaped unidentified flying objects. Witnesses consistently describe these craft as completely silent, challenging the conventional understanding of propulsion systems utilized in conventional aircraft. In the realm of SpaceX launches, there has been growing intrigue surrounding reported UFO sightings, leading to a deeper exploration of the mysterious nature and source of these unidentified flying objects. As SpaceX endeavors to push the boundaries of space exploration, the presence of these unidentified objects has led many to say that more investigations are needed. Numerous individuals who were present at the scene have provided detailed accounts of observing dazzling illuminations, unorthodox flight trajectories, and perplexing maneuvers, all contributing to the accumulation of substantial anecdotal proof.